Hi students, I am Veerakumar from the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. I am working as assistant professor here. So, today I am going to take the topic called nodal analysis. So, in this method we can use for solving any electrical circuit. So, we are going to discuss in detail about the nodal analysis. First I am going to explain the procedure for solving the nodal analysis, then I am going to give one example how to solve the node analysis, how to solve the circuit using node voltage method. Right. First we will see, okay. So, first we will see what is node, then I will explain node analysis in detail. So, node is nothing but interconnection of two or more elements connected at a point. So, for example, we have a resistor, okay. That resistor, so 2 or 3 resistors connected at this point. So, this junction is called node. We can call this junction as a node. By assigning voltage at each node, we can apply node voltage method. By applying node voltage method, we have to assign voltage at each node, then we can solve the circuit. First we will see what is nodal analysis. So, nodal analysis is a method that provides general procedure for solving any circuits that assigns node voltages as the circuit variables. For example, if we are having a circuit that having 3 nodes, see let us consider this a circuit having one current source and one resistor in parallel, and we have one more resistor. So, consider this circuit. So, here at this point the current source and these two resistors are connected. So, this is a node, one node, and if we take here also this resistor and this resistors are connected and the current source also connected at this point. So, we can consider this also a node. So, this is node 1 and this is node 2, and here more than 3 elements are connected, one current source and one resistor and another resistor and current source. So, there are 4 elements are connected. So, this is another node. Okay. So, all the elements are connected here at the common point. So, this is considered as a third node. So, if you have a 3 node, then there is a possibility of forming 2 equations, 2 unknowns. So, if we have 2 unknowns, we can form 2 equations to find out that 2 unknowns. Similarly, if we have 10 nodes, then there is a possibility of 9 equations, that is 9 unknowns. We can solve the problems and we can find out the 9 unknowns. You have to form 9 equations. By solving that 9 equations, you can find out the 9 unknowns. So, similarly, if you have n number of nodes, then there is a possibility of n minus 1 simultaneous equations to solve. So, we have to solve all the n minus 1 equations, you will get all the node voltages. So, that is the concept. First thing is, if any circuit is given, you have to identify the number of nodes, then assign each node with voltage. For example, here there is a current source I1, resistor R1, R2, R3 and I2, 2 current sources, 3 resistors. So, this circuit is having 3 nodes. In these 3 nodes, you have to select one node as the reference node. So, other nodes are called non-reference nodes. How to select the reference node? Generally, ground node will be selected as the reference node, or the node at which more number of elements are connected can be taken as a reference node. Generally, people will take the bottom node as a reference node. So, we will consider this node as a reference node, right. After identifying number of nodes, assign voltage at each node. So, here we have node 1, assign voltage V 1 at this node 1, and similarly assign voltage V 2 at node 2. So, we have assigned the node voltages. These voltages are assigned with respect to reference node. So, reference node will be considered as a 0 potential node. So, with respect to ground node, we have to assign the voltages at each node. Now, this nodal analysis is based on the Kirchhoff's current law. We know Kirchhoff's current law very well, I think so. Kirchhoff's current law says algebraic sum of currents meeting at a point is 0, or I can say that sum of currents entering at a node equal to sum of currents leaving from the node. So, based on that Kirchhoff's current law, we can form the node voltage equations. So, here we have a current source which is entering into the node, the current source I 1 which is entering into the node, but we do not know the currents flowing through the resistors. Simple assumption, if the current directions are not known, better you assume that the currents are leaving from that nodes. So, here I am going to assume that the currents are leaving from the nodes in the resistors. Similarly, here also the current I 2 is entering into the node, whereas current through the R 3 is unknown. So, better assume current is leaving from the node, right. Apply Kirchhoff's current law at node 1. So, now I am going to write the equation at node 1 using Kirchhoff's current law. Now, see at node 1 the current I 1 is entering. So, I 1 is entering, I 1 equal to. So, Kirchhoff's current law says that sum of currents entering into the node equal to sum of currents leaving from the node. So, this current I 1 is entering. So, no more current is entering, remaining currents are leaving. So, here if you take R 1, the current is leaving from the node, R 2 also current is leaving from the node, and in this node voltage method we can find out voltage across each element. See, for example, if we take resistor R 1, the voltage across the resistance R 1 is V 1 with respect to the reference node. Similarly, the voltage across R 3 is V 2 with respect to the reference node. If you want to find out the voltage across the R 2, the voltage is difference between the voltages V 1 and V 2, V 1 minus V 2, that is the voltage across the R 2. So, now take the node 1, apply Kirchhoff's current law, I 1 is entering. So, I 1 equal to, at resistor R 1 the current is leaving. So, the current can be find out using Ohm's law. Ohm's law you know very well, V equal to IR, voltage equal to product of current into resistances. Here if you want to find out the current, you have to divide the voltage by resistance. Here the voltage across the resistance R 1 is V 1, the resistance value is R 1. So, V 1 by R 1 is the current through the resistor R 1 plus, because two currents are leaving. So, here the current is leaving from the node. So, plus the voltage across the R 2 is difference between the voltages V 1 and V 2. So, V 1 minus V 2 divided by R 2. So, this is the one equation. So, similarly, we have to write the equation for node 2, because this is a 3 node circuit. If you have a 3 node, we can form 2 equations. So, apply KCL at node 2, current I 2 is entering into the node. So, I 2 equal to, so here the potential across resistance R 3 is V 2 with respect to reference node. So, V 2, the current through the node R 3 is V 2 divided by R 3 plus the potential across R 2 is V 2 minus V 1, because if you consider this node 2, the current as I said already, current assume all the currents are leaving from the node in the case of resistances, because current through the resistances are unknown. So, current will leave from the node. So, there the voltage is V 2 minus V 1 divided by R2. So we have two unknowns, we have two equations. By solving these two equations, we can find out V1 and V2 value, provided that the I1, R1, R2, R3 and the I2 values are given. So in the problem, the V1, V2 will not be given, that is we have to find out V1 and V2, remaining values will be given. So substituting remaining values, solving these two equations, we can find out V1 and V2. So students, now I am going to give one problem based on the nodal analysis. We have to solve the problem and we have to find out V1 and V2. I am going to give one example based on the nodal analysis. So we will see the example and I am going to solve that problem. Okay. In this problem, it is given that determine the current flowing left to right through the 15 ohm resistor. So here the circuit is given as like this. There is a one current source, 2 ohms current source, and there is a resistor, 10 ohm resistor, which is connected across the current source, and then there is a 15 ohm resistance, and then one 5 ohm resistor, and there is another current source 4 ohms, which is connected in the across 5 ohm resistor. So this is the problem given. We have to determine the current through the 15 ohm resistor from left to right. It means we have to find out the current from this node to node 1 to node 2, right. As I said earlier, first thing we have to identify the number of nodes, then we have to assign voltage at each node. Before assigning voltage at each node, we have to select one node as the reference node. Here we will identify the nodes first. So here 3 elements are connected, so assume this is the node 1. Then here 3 elements are connected, so this is node 2. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 elements are connected at a common point, so this is considered as a node 3. So we will take this third node as the reference node, which is connected to the ground, right. So this node as the reference node. With respect to this reference node, we have to assign the voltage at each node. So at node 1, assume voltage is V1, and assume node 2 as voltage is V2. So we have assigned the voltages. Next step is we have to apply Kirchhoff's current law, write the equation, then we have to solve, right. First take the first node. So in this first node, we have one current source I1, sorry. So in this node, we have one current source, 2 ohms current source. We will split the circuit into 2. Okay. First we will consider node 1. So here in this node, 2 ohms current source is connected and one 10 ohm resistor is connected, and then one 15 ohm resistor which is connected between node 1 and node 2. So this is node 2, right. These two are connected to the ground node, whereas your 15 ohm resistor is not connected to the ground node. So that is very important, you have to notice that. Here node 1 the voltage is V1, at node 2 voltage is V2, because node 2 is having potential, whereas this 10 ohm resistance, one end the potential is V1 and the other end potential is 0, because it is connected to the ground. So with respect to ground, the voltage across the 10 ohm resistance is V1. With respect to node 2, the voltage across 15 ohm resistance is V1 minus V2, right. Assign the currents in the resistors. The current directions are unknown, only the current direction of the current source is known. So in the current through the resistors are, I assume the current flowing through the resistors are, the current direction is leaving from the node. So in the 15 ohm resistor also current is leaving from the node. Now apply Kirchhoff's current law. by applying Kirchhoff's current law, the sum of currents entering into the node equal to sum of currents leaving from the node. So, here only one current is entering into the node, that is 2 ampere, which is equal to 2 currents are leaving. Assume that this current is I1 and this current is I2, the I1 and I2 are leaving. The I1 can be found out by dividing the voltage by the resistor. The voltage across the 10 ohm resistor is V1, divide V1 by 10 ohm, we will get I1. So, I1 is nothing but V1 by 10 ohm, voltage divided by the resistor. By applying Ohm's law, you can find out the current through each resistor. So, here the voltage is, as I said already, difference between the potential difference between the nodes. So, here the potential difference is V1 minus V2. So, plus V1 minus V2 divided by 15. So, that is the current flowing through the 15 ohm resistor. So, this is the equation number 1. Simplify this equation. So, multiply by 30 both the sides, multiply by 30 by both the sides. So, you will get 30 into 2 60. Here if you multiply 30, you will get 3 V1 by multiplying 30, and then if you multiply 30 here, 30 divided by 15, you will get 2 into V1 minus V2. And then rearrange the equations. Here we have 2 V1 terms, 2 V1 plus 3 V1. So, 5 V1, and then we have minus 2 V2, which is equal to 60. So, consider this as a equation number 2, and then apply Kirchhoff's current law at node 2. So, draw the node separately, this side. Okay, consider node 2 and apply Kirchhoff's current law. So, I am going to draw the circuit for the node 2 separately. So, 15 ohm resistor is connected between node 1 and node 2. So, here the voltage is V1 and here the voltage is V2, and there is a 5 ohm resistor which is connected between node 2 and the reference node. So, 5 ohm resistor which is connected to the ground node or reference node, and then there is a current source, 4 amps current source, that is also connected to the reference node. Now, apply KCL at node 2, I can write the equation. So, apply KCL at node 2, the 4 amps current is entering into node 2. So, 4 amps which is equal to current through the 5 ohm resistor is voltage divided by the resistance value. Voltage is node 2 is with respect to reference node, voltage at node voltage across the 5 ohm resistance is V2, resistance value is 5 ohm. So, current is V2 by 5 ohm, then plus, because here the currents are leaving. So, we have to add both the currents. So, current, this second current is can be found out by V2 minus V1, potential difference between the two nodes, divided by the resistance value. Here the resistance value is 15 ohm. So, divided by 15. Again rearrange these equations, name this equation as 3. Rearrange this equation. Here also you multiply by 15 both sides. So, if you multiply 15, 4 into 15, 60. Here you will get 3 V2, then plus V2 minus V1 here, V2 minus V1. So 15 will be, if you multiply with both sides 15, you will get V2 minus V1. So, 2 V2 terms, add both the V2 terms minus V1. So, 60 which is equal to 4 V2 minus V1, or I can write like this, minus V1 plus 4 V2, which is the fourth equation. By solving equation number 2 and 4, we can find out V1 and V2. So, take equation number 2 and 3. So, this equation and this equation 3, 2 and 4. I am going to solve these two equations and then we can find V1 and V2. First take the equation number 2. Here if you see, here we have these two equations, you have to eliminate either V 1 or V 2. By eliminating any one of the term, the other unknown term can be found. So, I am going to eliminate V 2. To eliminate V 2, here I have 4 V 2, here I have minus 2 V 2. So, multiply by 2, here also it will become minus 4 V 2. So, if you add both the equation, the V 2 term will be eliminated. So, multiply equation number 2 by 2. So, if you multiply by 2, you will get 2 into 60 120 and 2 into 5 10 V 1 and minus 4 V 2. So, this is the we will put it as a fifth equation. Then take the second equation, write it as it is 60 and minus V 1 plus 4 V 2. Now, we have this is the sixth equation, add equation number 5 and 6, V 2 will be eliminated, because here minus 4 V 2 plus 4 V 2. So, these two terms will be get cancelled if you add, and then here if we have a plus 10 V 1 minus V 1. So, 9 V 1, add these two, you will get 180. So, 180 equal to 9 V 1. By solving this, V 1 equal to 180 by 9. So, you will get 20 volt, V 1 as the 20 volt. Similarly, to solve V 2, substitute this V 1 value in any one of these two equations. Either you can substitute in equation number 2 or equation number 4. By substituting this V 1 value in equation number 4, I can find out V 1 value. So, I am going to substitute this V 1 value in equation number 4. So, equation number 4 is 60 and minus V 1 plus 4 V 2. So, substitute this V 1 value here in this equation, you can find out V 2. So, minus 20 plus 4 V 2 equal to 60. So, if you bring this side 20, it will become 80, which is equal to 4 V 2. By solving this equation, V 2 equal to 80 by 4, you will get 20 volt as the answer. So, V 2 equal to 20. So, if you see, the voltage V 1 also 20 and V 2 also 20. As I said earlier, the potential difference, the voltage across the 15 ohm resistance is potential difference between the nodes. So, potential, and also the question is asked is find the current through the 15 ohm resistance from left to right. So, we have to consider this node and this node. So, the potential across the 15 ohm resistance is V 1 minus V 2. So, if you find the voltage across 15 ohm resistor V 15 ohm, V 1 is 20 volt, V 2 also 20 volt, so 0 volt. So, potential is 0. So, the current through the resistance is 0, because current is nothing but voltage divided by the resistance, voltage potential is 0. So, current also 0 through this 15 ohm resistance. Reason for the current through 15 ohm resistance is the the reason for 0 is potential is same across each node. That is the reason why the current through the 15 ohm resistance is 0. That is all about the nodal analysis. I hope you have understood the nodal analysis very well. Hope this will be useful for you. So, students, I hope you have understood the nodal analysis. I think I have explained very clearly. So, this will be useful for you. So, you can use nodal analysis for any electrical circuits, because there is another method called mesh analysis. The difference between mesh analysis and nodal analysis, in mesh analysis we will use Kirchhoff's voltage law, nodal analysis we will use Kirchhoff's current law, but mesh analysis will have some limitations. Mesh analysis can be applied only for planar networks, whereas you can use nodal analysis for any any kind of networks, even complicated networks can be solved using nodal analysis. So, I hope this nodal analysis will be very useful for you to solve any kind of electrical circuits. Thank you.